On this episode of View from the Tap, we'll be reviewing Sleemans Honey Brown Lager.
Welcome to this episode of View from the Tap. I'm pretty excited about this one. I know that definitely you are.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite beers. I rarely get it due to the fact that I cannot find a distributor that will provide it on this side of the Canadian border. This is Sleemans. They're one of the oldest breweries in Canada. They're based out of Ontario. So check them out. We'll add some links to their website on the bottom. This is their Honey Brown Ale. It's a perfect all-around beer in my personal opinion. You can drink it anytime. The winter, the summer, it's not too strong, so it's perfect for those nice hot days. The way I got this beer, well, I just spent a week up in Canada and decided I'd see if I could pick up a bottle in the grocery store on my way down. Picked it up, and I told Matt over here that we just had to try this out.
Yeah, with this beer, the first thing, that I noticed is it's just very smooth. It's what you'd expect from just a good lager, very clear, and it's just easy to drink down.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I like is the smoothness of it. But it's not like your basic, American light lager where you get kind of the more. It's got a heavier flavor or heavier taste to it. It's so much. It's more like drinking a microbrew, where you get a lot more notes to each sip.
Yeah, I do notice it has a nice caramely taste to it.
Yeah.
From whatever honey malts they're using, and obviously, this is not your normal AB beer. One of your American macro brews, I like to call them.
No, it's not. The one downside to this is distribution. It is a Canadian beer. I've been able to find it in several provinces in Canada, but finding it in the States is a little bit harder. So if you're making a trip up north, I highly recommend trying to find it and try it out. Most of the bars, you'll find it on tap. Almost any grocer, you'll be able to pick it up in a 6-pack. I found it in cans at one of the beer stores, and it was kind of nice just to get a couple of those to take home with me to our hotel room.
Yeah, so do you want to go with our impressions on this one?
Sure. So cost-wise, for those of you who've been to Canada, it's on the higher end. I saw it in their beer store for about $15 a 6-pack. I could have probably shopped around and gone to some other beer stores and found it cheaper. I was staying by a very nice hotel, so I think they may have raised the rates. But I found this at a grocery store just as I was getting close to the border, and I found it for $18 for this 12-pack.
Cost-wise, when you're talking Canadian prices, it's pretty much there. I was up north of the border, and I had to, spend $12 on a 6-pack, and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And so, $18 for 12, not horrible. You don't drink it all the time, though.
Yeah. So, I'm giving this a 3 for cost. It's on the high end in my book. It'd be nice if we could find it in the States, and maybe the price would be adjusted, but that's their distribution.
And I'm giving it a 2 for cost, just because it's up there in the price, and for being, just something that I know I could drink really quickly, $18 for 12 beers is a little bit up there.
So, but for flavor, you're getting, for something that you drink on a nice hot day, like your normal American lager, you're getting a lot more flavor notes than that, you know. I have trouble drinking American lagers now because I think they taste like water.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm going with a 4 on flavor for this. Mainly because you do get, you know, honey or caramel notes with this. It's just got just a nice malty flavor to it. You know, not really hops at all, as in the style it should be. So everything is the way it's supposed to be, and you know, it's great.
Yeah, and I'm giving it a 4 too, just because it's very balanced in its flavor.
What about the bottle?
The bottle, well, the bottle from a distance, you may have trouble seeing it. It's got a beaver on the bottle, and I think any beer that's got a beaver on it is amazing. Now, it's not so flashy that you'll pick it up, but, you know, their boxes, their 6-packs, they seem to say it. You know, they're about beer. They're just showing you what the beer looks like. The beer looks clean. It looks good. So what are you going to worry about?
Yeah, for me, one thing I noticed is that it is in a clear bottle, which is rare. Usually most of your Mexican beers are in the clear bottles. But for quality-wise and the skunking of the beer, I think it's a bad idea. I usually don't buy clear bottle beer myself, but it does show how clear the beer is, and it's pretty much just a no-nonsense bottle. It does have a nice embossing of the beaver and the name of the brewery, but you wouldn't see that just from looking at it unless you examined it.
Yeah. So now on to value. The value of this beer, I think, is really good. It's a 5.2 alcohol by volume, so there's a lot of alcohol in there. It's got some really good flavors, and it's something you can drink almost any time, and with any type of meal, I think it would go really well with.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 2 for value, only for the fact that, well, yes, it is good. It just costs so much to get it, and you have to go out of your way so far to get it, that the value isn't there, and I just know that there's other microbrew lagers that, you know, may be similar without going through the hassle.
So for overall, I'm going to give this a case. More of it's the novelty. I only can get it in Canada, and the legal duty limit to bring across the border is 24 bottles per person. So that's as many as I'm going to bring home with me to my house to have a drink.
You know, and I'd also give it a case. I mean, while I might not want to spend the money to get it, I would have no problem drinking a bunch of them and having a good time, because it is just a great beer.
So thanks for watching View from the Tap. You know, we'll keep drinking the beers and letting you know. If you're ever headed up north, I highly recommend hunting down the Sleemans Honey Brown Lager.
That's about it for me. Anything else that you got? Final words here?
No.
All right. Well, cheers, you hoser.
Yeah.